So, also, I wrote notes. Some of you bitches don't know how to write.
Oh,
but I do.
That's why they can't read.
Some of you bitches can't write, so that's why you can't
read.
I guess, yeah. I'm like, sure.
Chicken scratch.
Welcome back to another episode of Looking with Alexis and Cole. I'm Cole.
I'm Alexis.
And we are here after a long break. You're probably wondering why we're so close to each other, and it's because we love each other so much, right?
Yeah.
No, we're actually here on the same
I'm contractually obligated.
side. We're actually here on this side of the couch because we have a very special guest today, and that guest is Miss Raneydaze, Miss Rane. Say hello.
Hello. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be your first.
Oh, our first third?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
God.
I feel honored.
Are you like Zendaya?
Oh,
Where's the
which
ball?
I might be.
Are you holding our balls? You're just like, all right.
Which I might be.
Yeah.
I want America to know he's 3 sheets to the wind.
Yeah. So on today's very special episode, he had a nice little happy hour before, and
Not at all.
yeah, he's a little happy.
And the hour kept on going.
The happy hour turned
The
into
hour's
3
still going on. Actually.
currently.
Cheers.
Wait, what? Who is it today?
White
Claw.
Not sponsored. Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, Rane, again, thanks so much for being here today. How about you go ahead and introduce yourself to the audience?
My name is Rane. I'm so happy to be here. I'll talk about how I came to Chicago. So I grew up in the suburbs, and when I was about to graduate high school, I was like, I need to be in that city. I was like, as close to downtown as possible. Whatever. I found undisclosed university. I won't be name dropping, and attended, and I had a great couple years. I've like built a beautiful community of friends, and just like it's been so wonderful. In 2021, I was feeling incredibly burnt out. Mental health, all-time low, and I just needed to take care of myself. So I made a very difficult decision to stop while I was like 6 weeks away from graduation, and take a medical leave. Yeah. I also did that in silence because I was like, I know people are going to try to talk me out of this, and like I knew that I need to do that.
Yeah.
So after that, I lived life. I like made friends. I got a different job. I've been to therapy. I've taken care of myself, and then me and my therapist were like, I think I'm ready. So I went back last semester. I'm walking graduation next week.
Yay!
Congratulations.
And on the way, I've made beautiful friends, and yeah. So now I'm just living La Vida Loca.
Period.
La Vida Loca.
Yeah.
Or to Shrek 2, to Donkey, to Puss in Boots.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I wish I brought my Shrek ears.
Oh my God, that would have been amazing. Well, we're happy again to have you here. We're happy to be your friend.
Yes.
It has been the best over a year.
I don't even think it's been a year that I've known Alexis.
No.
Yeah, no.
But like almost.
When did y'all meet?
Memorial Day, because you guys went to bottomless brunch, and you brought Alexis with you, and my mom was also there.
Oh my God.
Yes. I met the parents.
Yes.
And I love them.
And Alexis was in a similar state that he was in today.
Yeah.
Well, not that far gone.
Girl.
I was more far gone then.
Yes. Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
That's
We all were very far gone. Oh my God. I think, and then we met, at first Super Bowl?
Yes, because I remember you wearing the Fenty jersey, and I was like, we're going to be friends.
That was the run, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because this past year was Usher.
Yeah. And that's why, we like had a specific corner. It was like everyone's there to see Rihanna, and then everyone in the living room was like there to watch football.
Yeah.
And yeah, so yeah, we met through my brother, because you met my brother
Thought he was gay.
And he is not.
Slightly. Slightly.
Allegedly.
Unfortunately.
It hasn't
But-
Unfortunately.
No,
Yeah.
but he is with a beautiful lady.
Yes.
Beautiful woman.
Whose name also so happens to be Alexis.
Alexis!
Alexis.
Shout out to Alexis. We love her.
Yes.
I love you, Alexis. Yes, period.
Yes, of course.
We're doing an Alexis Squared episode at some point.
Oh, absolutely. That's gonna be everything.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, and now we've been friends. We're AMC A-listers.
Oh
and-
my gosh, yes.
Yeah. It feels like I've known you guys for so much longer. Like, it doesn't really feel like it's been a year. Like, I feel like I've known you for so long.
I feel like that's when you know that you met like real ones.
Mhm.
Whenever it feels like you've been together for longer.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's true.
Mhm.
Because like I feel like the time is just going by so fast.
Yeah.
Like whenever we got to a year, I was like, "What do you mean?" I feel like I've
Yeah.
known you since I moved to Chicago, and then
Yeah.
even for you, like
Yeah.
whenever even other people, for you and I, like whenever they see us and they're kind of like, "Oh, how long have y'all known each other?" And I'm like,
5
"Oh,
years."
Yeah, we'll just automatically default to like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
But like the real, what is it like?
A year.
7 months? No, not yet. 7,
You're
8
right,
months ish.
Yeah.
So like
Sure,
that's
it's
kind of
crazy.
crazy. I might bleep
It's
that out so y'all
crazy.
don't know. Like,
Move in silence.
No,
moving
it's so
silence.
crazy. Yo, moving in silence
Real
is so real.
G's move in
Move in
silence like
silence.
lasagna.
hmm
Like, listen.
I know that's right.
You know that, right? That line where it's from.
Yeah, no, I don't. My mom says it all
6
the
foot,
time.
7 foot from
8
Lil Wayne.
foot bunch. 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot bunch.
Excuse my charisma. Okay. Well, great.
That's amazing. Could you tell us a little bit more about what you studied and like what you are trying to pursue with your studies?
That's crazy. I can. Basically, when I was in high school, I was like a very big writer. I went to a slam poetry camp. I took a bunch of English courses, creative writing, poetry. Like, I really got immersed, and I like really enjoyed the people and the friends I made along the way. I still have friends from slam camp. Like,
That's so cute.
yeah, it was great. So when I went to undisclosed university,
Undisclosed
Undisclosed
university.
university.
I'm gonna use that.
you're not going to know where I went to undergrad. I was like, well, I have to get my degree in English. And actually, funnily enough, when me and my mom were doing the tour, there was someone from the English department there, and he was like, oh my God, our English program is so great. There's so many great professors, which he was 100% true. I really enjoyed fucking like institution, my institution specifically, but the professors and like everyone I met, so wonderful. Like I really value my education. I really value knowledge. So yeah, currently what I want to pursue, I've honestly been thinking about that because like I said, I love to write. Recently I did a like poetry open mic and
What?
Yeah.
You didn't tell us.
Real G's movement.
No.
It's like lasagna.
Wasn't it for the Valentine's Day?
No. It was the same thing, like the same event though, at the American Writers Museum called Get Lit. And I was shaking in my boots, and I feel like I'm a pretty confident person. And also when I was in high school, like I was reading, I was so confident, and my writing was not that great. And I feel like I've gotten significantly better, and I've learned and done so much. But I was shaking, and I was like, is this the trauma of like getting older or something? Like, why am I like this? So I'm kind of like on a journey to figure out what I want to do and like who I am, because I do enjoy it and I do love it, but I fear that if I commodify it, like I'm gonna lose the joy out of it, and I don't want to do that. But also, like, I love doing shit like this. Like, I love connecting with people. I love like creating stuff and like seeing it come to fruition. So there's just things I like and enjoy doing. I just like, I don't really know. Right now I work in the legal field and I don't love it. I love my coworkers right now, and we've been having like a lot of fun lately. But it's just it's not for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like that's like the beauty and joy of your 20s is that you don't really know what's next. I'm vibing. I kind of just want to like enjoy life. I've also why I am so happy that we've been like going to movies. Like I feel like I've been like consuming so much like art and things like that.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to figure it out. I'm making enough money to
course.
live, and like I'm really grateful. My life is so blessed and so beautiful.
Yes.
But I feel like I'm doing active work to figure out what's next.
It's amazing. Yeah.
Maybe I'll be a podcast third.
Podcast third.
Comment down below. Or come pick it outside.
Yeah. Take it outside, girl.
You know, professionals having like add rain.
All right. So speaking of three ways, Rane.
So early in the podcast?
I know. So early in the podcast, subscribe to our OnlyFans. No, but we all went to go see Challengers, as
Yes.
you know. We've seen it twice now.
Yes.
You need to catch up.
I do.
And let's talk about that little throuple three-way horny ass movie.
Yes. Actually, speaking of that, I'm actually going to see it for a third time.
Are you serious?
Yes. Everything good
Good.
comes in threes.
Oh.
Does it?
Yes. But yeah, I'm seeing, of course. We'll get to that. But
Yeah.
I'm seeing it a third time because I convinced one of my coworkers who was like, oh, I'll never go to the movies, I fall asleep. And then she's like, what if we went? I'm like, yeah, I bought the ticket. Not what if, it's we are. Let's go.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Let's go.
But yes, Challengers review. Actually, I want to
And first, spoilers, maybe.
trigger warning.
If you haven't seen it, get your little horny wet butt in that theater.
Exactly. I also want to make note that we went to see it at an early screening
Yes.
because we saw the previews for months, and I said Zendaya will be there. Zendaya, we're gonna be there, and we were.
We're gonna be in that seat. We're gonna be there early before the movie comes out, and the coworker, the movie people are gonna be like, "Hey, you gotta get out," but I just can't because I'm just so sad.
I'm
so
sad.
sad.
And I brought a dildo with me.
Yeah.
But okay, Challengers reviews. I don't want to put you on the spot, but I want to put you on the spot because
Yeah,
when
sure.
we left the theater, you were like, I don't like that movie.
Yeah, okay, yes. I did not like the movie, but it's because I had a visceral reaction to Tashi's character. And I think that was the point. Yes, I think that was the point. Because I just was so pissed off at her at the end. But the thing is that, like, now that I understand what I know from all the analysis and all the thinking that I've done afterwards, I understand. I get it, and I understand the movie in a more symbolic way. And, I mean, your analysis was very much instrumental to piecing that view for me, you know?
I actually forgot to listen to that voice message because I was doing something.
Cole exposed himself. America.
What was your analysis?
Yeah.
Like,
No, it
now
was
I'm
really
like,
good.
wait, what did you say?
Rane had a really good analysis.
Basically, I loved the movie. Seeing it a second time also was just like
Mhm.
something about the second watch.
Yeah.
True.
But I really loved the movie a lot. I think that it explored the just tension in love triangles or like just kind of that kind of relationship and dynamic.
Yeah.
Also because I think Tashi's a very realistic character because I was in the theater being like, girl, why? Get up off the ground. I was also
So
feeling
true.
that, and so I was like, I definitely understand your visceral reaction because like she made honestly probably decisions that we would have made. In my mind, like Tashi, her one real love was tennis,
Yeah.
and these two white boys with satellite ears came up
With
and
satellite ears.
and was like, you're the hottest thing ever. Also, like, you were, like, amazing tennis player. Like, he even says, like, you're playing an entirely different game.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
you're, like, praising her. Like, that's how she was seen. And, of course, she has, like, a life-altering injury.
Yeah.
And these two white boys, even 10 years later, are still fighting over her and thirsting over her and, like, still seeing her for that 18-year-old protege that she once was. And I get that how frustrated she is because, like, I think the decision she makes, think about how much autonomy she had when she was 18. Like, she was like, I'll go pro when I
Yeah.
When I want to.
When I want to.
When I feel it.
Like, she was that good. She was like, I'm going to get my education first. And then she couldn't really do that. She couldn't go pro. She didn't heal that way. And a lot of her autonomy got taken away, so the only thing she can do is coach in tennis. And yeah, I just think it was well done. I think I would also, like, I would make decisions like that because, like, if two men were swooning after me after, like, if I felt like I lost such a huge part of my... Two twinks, two bratty bottoms. Were thirsting after me, like, after all that time. Yeah, that shit's validating, and I might fall into it, of course.
Yeah.
I think all of us would in some regard. But, yeah, I just think it was very well done. Also, like, how well they know each other. How well... Also, how homoerotic straight men are in friendships.
For sure. Yeah, there were multiple scenes in the movie where I was like, I think they're gonna kiss, or like, I think they're gonna do this, or I'm just kind of like, like you could feel the tension, and like even like in their like the subtle acting and the movements like on their face, like the one scene with the churro, you could see Josh O'Connor like looking at Mike's face, like and like scanning his eyes up and like his face up and down, and I just like it gave me the chills.
Him pulling the chair in closer.
I was like, oh my god! And there's so many like little scenes, like even like at the beginning, whenever what are you doing?
He took away my comfort pillow. That's okay.
Even at the beginning, whenever like Mike was getting stretched out by the Stop.
The way that
I knew you were gonna say that.
No, because I thought you were gonna make a fisting joke.
No.
I was like, did the movie
stretched out?
I was like, did the movie have a fisting joke?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
No, whenever he was like literally like he was stretching with his trainer,
Yeah.
and then the the camera like zoomed in. Stop! And the camera was zooming in on him, and he was like, he was like taking deep breaths while he was like on him. I don't know. Even that was like sexually coded. Like, it was like a little bit like sexual innuendo there too. But yeah, another thing though, interesting enough. And I actually, when I went to go see it a second time, I went on a date to go see it. And like, he actually had a really good analysis of the ending and what he thought happened. So again, y'all, spoilers about the ending, maybe fast forward like 2 minutes or so. But he basically said that he thinks actually that Tashi knew exactly what she was doing by doing what she did with like Josh O'Connor or Patrick.
Yeah.
And she thinks that it was all like strategic. And she was acting as if she didn't know what was happening whenever Patrick did the thing with the racket.
Mm-hmm.
But like, and he said really because like it's all about like competition, like and her having not seen like a really good tennis match and definitely not having experienced it firsthand like for herself in a long time, but also like the fact that this whole time throughout the 13 years they've just been competing with each other.
Yeah.
So it's kind of just like, and he related to like his work, and I don't want to say like exactly what it is that he does, but he's like like in the field that I do, it's really like just like back and forth. It's almost like tennis, and it's almost as if like shit, I forgot what he said. I don't know, but he was just basically talking about like going back and forth or whatever in like your job and in your role, and having to kind of like do things to I don't know, to like influence other people to step their game up almost. You know?
I agree.
Yeah, just competitiveness, I guess.
But I also was thinking that the second time I watched it, I was like, I think she was a little bit more methodical, because she even says at the beginning, she's like, I'm trying to see some good ass tennis.
Yeah.
And she knows he hasn't been playing well. So she's like, I'll leave your ass. I'm gonna best friend. Just stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now they're still fighting over her.
I get
Exactly.
that. I mean, I actually, like, one of the reasons why I said that I didn't like it was because I didn't leave with a message. What do you think the message of the film would be?
Be horny.
Her.
And maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's just as simple as it is.
I don't necessarily think.
I don't know, but like
movies need to have a message all the time.
Think so?
Because to me it explored the like how tensive and like how intricate love triangles are, like thruples, or just like that situation that like some people kind of experience a lot. I feel like it's like, I don't want to say it's like a common experience, but like, I don't know, there's just like this, I don't know.
Do you think that Tashi wanted them to find each other again? After so long?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you think that she is kind of down with it? In a way.
I mean, obviously, she's in the middle of it.
I mean, she's definitely down with that.
Oh my God,
but,
that
but like
shot
now
like
that's...
her in the middle and them. Like,
But now that she knows that it's known, it kind of, tickles their pearl in a different way.
Oh, tickles their pearl.
You know? She knows it. She knows it.
Okay. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But like, it's working for her.
Yeah.
You know? And if it's, like I said, I didn't like Tashi's character when I walked out because she has a child in the middle. You know? That's like what I really like thought about. But then again, if she's doing it responsibly, then who is it for us to judge?
Yeah.
Okay? Right? Who are we to judge in this new...
Let's ask the audience.
No. Who are we to judge in this new landscape of relationships and relationship dynamics? And why can't we just let people responsibly love each other? Right?
I like.
Wow.
Okay, so I made a list of things I didn't notice the first time that I noticed the second time around.
Okay.
That I feel like are applicable to the triangle, the throuple, the trio.
Okay.
First of all, actually this isn't applicable, but I'm gonna talk about it anyways. That scene where they're in the hotel room and basically about to dry hump. There's a clock in the hotel room. I kept eyes on that clock. That scene was 15 minutes. She walks in at like 12:13 and leaves at 12:34. Makes these two men make out. And then it's like, bedtime. I gotta go. I thought that was crazy.
Control.
Yeah, control. Absolutely.
She didn't give them enough.
She like
just
mouse with the trap. And just a tease. But I was like, y'all got it on and popping in 20 minutes? That's crazy. I love that. The attendant at the hotel had two different colored eyes. Again, not applicable, but I'm gonna say it anyways. Patrick wears Art's shirt at one point, and I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Yes. So they obviously then all kind of end up wearing each other's clothing, which again, I think speaks to kind of like how close and intricate they are.
Yeah.
Because I think there's a lot of signs in the movies of like closeness. I think the child obviously represents closeness and them being married and things like that. Like I think that's it's entrenched in someone's life.
Yeah.
That you could be. Tashi waits for his ass at the hotel bar. Like sees him, doesn't go up with her mother, waits for him to come and talk to her. And she's like, "What are you doing here?" I'm like, "Girl, why don't you just get in the elevator? Be avoidant."
Right.
Be avoidant.
Yeah.
That's so true.
She
premeditated it.
She's smart.
She knows what
She
she's
is.
She knows what she's doing. When Patrick sits down at the practice area, so like this is when they're practicing for the US Open, they literally make a triangle. Like he's sitting right here and they're playing tennis, practicing. And I was like, oh, Luca. A lot of like physical symbolism as well.
Yes.
And you never see Art and Tashi have sex. You only see Tashi and Patrick have sex. Well, like maybe like an allusion to, but like still and they're more like hot and heavy with each other. Even honestly in that scene when they first start making out, I thought that he was being more like hot and heavy with her, and Art was being much more sensual.
Yeah.
I think another thing to note about that too is that like it really shows the dynamic between all of them, because you can see like you said, Patrick and Tashi are a little bit more like hot and heavy and like their feelings and everything. It's literally like, Patrick and in art are fire and ice. So it's like when she's with Patrick, it's literally all fire, and then whenever she's with Art, it's ice, and like you don't see them actually having sex, but you see them kind of like more so consoling each other and comforting each other, which is something that you also don't see
and
Patrick and Tashi do.
Fire and ice on the tennis court.
Yeah.
Cole's
Cole's
kind of Jimmy Neutron or something.
That kind of 8.
What's 4 plus 4? That's what he did.
8.
That's so true. They don't even say it in the movie either because he goes, yes.
Yeah, they don't ever say it.
Yeah, that's so crazy. Okay, so have we ever been in a love triangle?
I don't think I have.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Alexis?
I think
you're feeling one right now.
I know, yes. I'm in one right now. It's kind of awkward, but like it's giving cranberry Hydrate all your senses. Anyways, no, yeah. I mean, I was kind of like not necessarily a third, but kind of to a couple. Way back when, a couple years ago, I told you about this. Yeah, they were kind of younger than me, but it was fun. I mean, it was fun while it lasted, because the thing is that in Tashi's case, she met both of them when they were both obsessed with her, and I met them through one of them.
Oh. Were they like already dating?
Yes. Yeah. So I wasn't like necessarily preferentially liking any of them because they were both dating each other, and I was fine with it. Like I didn't care.
Yeah.
But I feel like they were probably not completely comfortable with being open with a third before I got involved. And I mean, we did have a lot of fun times, you know? We had a lot of fun, you know? But I think at the end, it just ended up being, the way that it kind of went down was that one of them got jealous. Basically because I kissed one of them, but I didn't kiss the other one on one night when one of them took me back home and just dropped me off. I mean, I didn't kiss one of them. I kissed the one that like dropped me back home. I didn't think much of it, but then they thought that I was trying to like, I don't know, dissolve their relationship or something like that, which is ridiculous to me. Not thinking about it.
I think they're trying to dissolve their own relationship.
Probably. I mean, it eventually dissolved.
Oh.
You know, it eventually dissolved. And I mean, like, I still, you know, I still, like, connect. I still am connected with one of them, you know. But I think that it is, ultimately, a triangle is the strongest structure, architecturally.
Yes.
But it is only as strong as its vertices. Yeah. It's true.
It is true. 100%.
And so when going into a relationship like that, you have to make sure that boundaries are set, rules are set, and these conversations can be had in a way that doesn't damage the integrity of that triangle. Either explicitly or implicitly. Because there is always an apex to that triangle. There's always the one that controls the shots. And I agree with that because with my experience, I control the shots. I was the apex.
You were Tasha.
I am the apex predator. Yeah! You know?
Yeah.
So, I get it. As Tashi in my own little triangle, it is just as stable as the other two vertices. And I mean, like, Patrick was not stable. But Art was more stable than Patrick, and he was stable enough to keep it going because they know that Art and Patrick, they go, you know,
Okay, yeah.
you know,
Yes.
they want it. They want
Yes.
it. Yeah.
That was a great answer. I love that.
Good job.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right.
Because Art and Patrick wanna
Yes. Clap cheeks.
and they do wanna clap cheeks.
They
You
do.
saw the sauna scene.
Oh, absolutely.
Hmm.
I'm just thinking about when he was like, I'm just stopping by. You live here. Okay. I'll answer very quickly, but I have not personally been in a love triangle, no. I think me and my friends have, like, liked the same person, but, like, it's never gotten that deep. I will say a lot of my, like, I don't want to say friend groups, but, like, sometimes we kind of end up in thirds or, like, in triplets. Like, us kind of... like, we still kiki with everyone else, of course.
Of course.
But, like, there's no...
Three
nobody
is
like
strong.
us. 3 is strong.
There's very
What did the
strong.
what did the charm one say?
Third time's a charm.
No.
Okay. Period.
I don't even remember low key. It's the Charm TV show, and they're like the power of 3. That's what
Yes.
it's. The power of 3.
Um,
That's what it is.
yeah.
Would you be in a throuple?
Would I? Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that if there's communication and everyone's a strong player,
Yeah.
then yeah, I think it could work. Because again, a lot of even my like best friends from high school, like it's like us 3. I have like 2 old coworkers that like meet, like it kind of just end up like being us. And they actually said at one point they're like they never usually have like best friends and triplets because like it always ends up bad. But
Yeah.
I've had good luck. I love, like I said, I've built a beautiful community. I love all my friends.
Yeah.
So if that translates into a throuple, I'd be a power throuple. I think it'd be iconic.
I
Because
think it would.
3's a crowd. Or 3's a party. I don't remember how it goes, but 3's something.
There's a company.
Three's a party, but
Mhm.
4's a crowd. I don't know.
Yeah.
You're right. I don't know.
There's
I don't know if I
some-
could. I feel like initially, I mean, maybe, but like initially, my gut tells me that like I could not do a threesome because my anxiety would be like we would have to be solid. Like your whole like somebody's the apex. Like we can't have that. Like if there's one person that has more power over all of us, or that like we're like 2 of us are like slightly fighting like for more attention or something, and one person gives more attention to one person to somebody else. Like I don't think I'd be able to take that. You know, but hopefully like I would say in time with emotional maturity, maybe I don't really think that's still gonna be anything that I'm gonna do, but like maybe in time, who knows how I mature, you know, to a point where I'm like, you know what, like I could do that. But as of right now, no.
Girl, just give Cole 2 twinks, okay?
Now, I mean, I've had my fair share of threesomes.
Oh.
I'm about to throw a poll.
Not me. I feel like I'm like taking a hold of the segment, but
Go ahead. This is your time.
yeah. So speaking of 3s, I've been into astrology for many, many years. I've been studying it. I have many books. I'm like self-taught. So let me just search a general's warning. I'm not an expert. I'm not going to claim to be an expert, but I do know a lot. Some things might not be like perfectly correct, and like I'm learning, and that's what learning is all about.
Yeah.
You're gonna be wrong, and that's okay. I'm not frequently wrong. I'm actually right
Period.
most of the time, but
Period.
you know. So yes, I'm giving you Raneydaze, the astrologist. So, and of course, I wanted to. Astrology is obviously the study of the stars, and the sky is so vast. I could go on for a long time, but I was like, let me keep it concise. Let's keep it to the big 3, because what's better than 2?
3.
And obviously, a lot of people know the big 3. It's kind of just like a wide known fact.
Mm-hmm.
So, also, I wrote notes. Some of you bitches don't know how to write.
Oh,
But I do.
That's why they can't read.
Some of you bitches can't write, so that's why you can't
Can't read.
And I guess, yeah, I'm like, sure.
Chicken scratch.
Okay, so essentially when you're born, you have a birth chart, and your birth chart is a snapshot of the sky the moment you make your way into this world. A birth chart has 12 houses.
Mm-hmm.
Each house represents something or rules over something. And when I say big three, this is what we're going to talk about. Your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign. I say big three because also think about like the sun and moon are visible to us. These are constant planets that we see. But also Mercury, Neptune, Uranus, all of those represent something in astrology. Again, I'm not going to get into it because that's going to be too much. And the big three is also like your blueprint of like who you are. Of kind of like to your core, to your base. Which like a planet like Mercury, for example, rules over communication, like how you're going to talk to people, things like that. But we're going to talk about who we are deep down. And don't worry, I'm in the statistics and I've done all of our birth charts. Guys, CoStar, hate it, sucks. Not actually run by astrologists, and kind of just like a Gen Z marketing ploy. So I would say if you want to get into astrology or want to read more, the way I did our birth charts is through Astrofuture, which is an app, and I pay for the Chani app, and they give you, they give you podcasts every week based on your rising sign.
Oh.
Not sponsored, but I absolutely love it. I've been using it, and also like it'll tell you your transit. It goes more specific. So if you're interested in this and want a little bit more than what I'm saying right now, those are my 2 recommendations. So let's keep it simple. Let's do the big 3. Each planet rules over something. So the sun, think of it big, bright, is your ego, your motivations, your personality. Obviously, when people ask you for your sign, like what's your sign, you're talking about your sun sign. You're talking about what sign the sun was in when you were born. For example, me and Cole here are both Aries. So we both just had birthdays kind of recently. And Alexis here is an Aquarius. Woo! So, and just sort of your basic preferences in life. So I'll do Aries, for example. So Aries actually begins the astrological season. It's the first in the one. It's the first sign in all of the signs, like in technically technically the astrological year starts when the spring solstice begins, and that's when the first day of Aries is. Mm-hmm. So because of this, Aries are very like, they're headstrong, they're a fire sign. Each sign has elements. So we're fire signs, very headstrong. We'll start projects, we'll like keep up speed. It's very fast, it's very going. Natural born leaders, like things like that. Aquarius sun. Aquarius suns are typically pretty like, what's the word I'm looking for?
The fact you don't even know, like it's
no,
right
I do, but I'm like, how do I be kind? I'm not gonna be shady.
Don't be shady.
No.
Be shady.
Unconventional.
There we go. Yes. Very unconventional, very like against the status quo, very against the grain, like innovators, things like that. So
true.
You might be cooking up chemistry, innovating out there. You might be whatever.
I am.
So moon signs, the moon rules over your emotions. Again, think about the moon. Think about like the divine feminine energy, the like, it's how you conduct things, how you're gonna react to things, how you're gonna feel about things, your emotions. Actually, me and Cole have something in common again. We're both Aquarius moons.
What?
Yes.
Oh my god!
What?
I didn't know that.
Yes. So
I don't know.
I didn't know that until I did your birth chart, and I was like, so yeah, we're both Aquarius moons.
What? That's crazy.
We're like the same
Hold
person.
on. But we're like also the same person too.
Yes.
But not really.
No.
But not really. Yeah. No.
So
That's
moon is your
crazy.
emotions, things like that. Oh, I forgot to mention this, that each planet is ruled by a sign. So sun is ruled by Leo, moon's ruled by Cancer.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yes.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
your rising sign will affect how you look, who you are to your...
How I look.
Yes. Which, actually, let's start with you, because you're a Libra rising,
Yeah.
and Libra is ruled by Venus.
Yeah.
So, also Libra is obviously like the balancing scales.
Uh-huh.
So you're very even, very sexy, like the finer things in life. Actually, when I first met you, that's what I noticed. I was like, he's kind of like sexy, like
I wish, whoever's watching, like listening to the podcast,
Yeah.
I wish you could see the camera right now. Because I just did it for y'all.
Titties out.
I gave y'all a fucking show.
titties out.
Come on.
So, but Libra rising is like, since you're ruled by Venus, you like the finer things. Like, your face is gonna be symmetrical. Harry Styles is allegedly a Libra rising. I wrote down other notable ones.
Who else? Yeah, let me know.
Dua Lipa, Doja Cat.
Come on! I'm in the legends category. Come on.
So think of your rising sign kind of like your birth charts. I don't want to say birth chart's a clock, but the rising sign would be like the hand in the clock, essentially.
Okay.
It moves every 2 hours. It also changes based on how close you are to the equator.
Mm-hmm.
Things like that. So yes, obviously Cole's a Libra rising. I'm a Cancer rising, and like I said, Cancer's ruled over the moon. So Cancer also rules over your chest. Each sign rules over body parts. Again, I'm not going to go too crazy, but I'll give you a little tidbit.
So what does Cancer like rising mean for you then?
So I have a moon face. People have literally told me I look like the moon emoji. Like they've compared me to that.
Oh my god! I can see it.
That I'm quite. I don't know. It doesn't necessarily affect my emotions, but like, kind of just who I am. I feel like I'm very emotionally aware and in tune, kind of thing. Cancer also supposed to represent the mother. And I constantly mother. I'm mothering.
Her.
It's true.
Reverend Mother.
The Reverend Mother.
The Reverend Mother. Notable Cancer risings: Margot Robbie.
Okay.
Adele.
Okay.
Pharrell Williams.
Okay.
Pharrell Williams is also an Aries, and I was like, why are me and Pharrell Williams literally the same?
You're just. Can you make up some beats?
I wish. But Pharrell Williams, actually, when I was looking this up, apparently made a comment that he feels that his Cancer rising draws him to water. And I was thinking about that today. That's also where I wore moons. And that my name's literally Rane.
Oh.
I just got my nails done and I was like, Raneydaze. Like, I'm an island girl. Island girl. Born in St. Croix. Like,
Period.
I love the beach. Like, I feel healed. Like, all of these things. I just feel like it's very... Yes. And then Alexis is an Aquarius rising. So
he's Aquarius, Scorpio, Aquarius.
Yes. So
Crazy.
Also Aquarians are known to be very big humanitarians, to do things, but Aquarius rising specifically, because a lot of it has to do with like also kind of like how you look and present. A lot of Aquarius risings are known to be like fashion trailblazers. For example, David Bowie is an Aquarius rising. Barack Obama.
Okay.
And Zendaya.
Oh, no way.
Love her in this house.
We do.
So they kind of go against the grain,
Yeah.
against the status quo. Aquarians are known just to be innovators, things like that. So it would make sense, fashion trailblazers. I would say for Zendaya, like, she's produced a lot of what she's worked in, and I feel like that's not really common for a lot of actors.
That's
No,
so
she's
true.
like very hands in.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah.
Definitely.
And yeah, that's just a basic on your big three. Do you guys have any questions?
Oh my god, thank you!
Woo!
I love it. I was actually kind of shocked to hear that that I'm in the likes of Doja and Dua Lipa. Stream Radical Optimism out now.
No.
Like, that's kind of crazy,
Yeah.
but I would love to at some point get either deeper into our charts with you.
Oh, yeah.
And then also, Rane, if y'all didn't, well, obviously y'all didn't know, but she also does a little bit of tarot on the side. Still learning a little bit, but
Yes.
maybe one day we'll have Rane come on back and do a little tarot read for us so that you guys can live see what's in our futures.
Yes, and a lot of astrology is applicable in tarot as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's like certain signs rule over certain cards and certain planets and things like that.
Thank you so much, Rane, for coming for the 9th episode of Looking with Alexis and Cole and being our very special guest.
Absolutely. Actually, what's 3 to the 3rd power? Number 9.
Oh! Wow, so this was like faded.
Wait, is it?
almost.
No, I think it's
3rd to the 2nd power.
3 times 3. See, I was English major. I didn't do math. Sorry. That's my bad. I really thought I ate with that one.
I thought you ate too. I didn't even think about it. I was like, I'm gonna believe her.
That's
I'm
the
gonna believe her.
27th episode, but we'll get there soon.
Yes.
We'll get there one day for
Yes.
sure. Well, do you have any final last words to say to the audience, to us, before we sign off?
I'm really grateful that you guys brought me on to be your third. First, I love and adore you guys, and I have been obviously a big fan of the podcast since day one. And I'm excited to see where this goes. If you want to follow me on anything, you can follow me on Instagram. It's Raney, Daze as in Dazee. It's the same on Medium since I'm a writer. And I actually, you can follow me on Letterboxd. Since we're talking about movies.
True.
Raneydaze without the extra E's. But yeah, no, I'm incredibly grateful that you guys brought me on. I've had so much fun this week. I've never done a podcast, and I've always wanted to too.
Yeah.
So this was great. And yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
It was so much fun having you on the podcast.
Absolutely. Okay, so who's going to be the Eiffel and who's going to be the tower now?
Ooh.
Who's gonna be the what?
Who is gonna be? Wait,
Who's
what do
going to
you
be
mean?
the Eiffel? Who's going to be the tower? I mean, who's going to be in between?
Who's gonna be?
The Eiffel?
Yeah.
And who's gonna be the tower?
Wait, hold on. So, how does that work?
I got them doing math.
Sorry.
No, like, it's like the Eiffel Tower. Like, I
Yeah.
think we would be the towers, right?
Yeah.
Would you be the Eiffel?
Find out on our OnlyFans.
Find out on our OnlyFans. Thanks again for joining us on this episode where whatever you've been looking for,
It's right here, baby.
y'all have a good one.
Yes! Hey, I got it.